In the U.S., a close call between two planes at New York's JFK airport is now under federal investigation. The planes narrowly avoided a runway collision after air traffic controllers frantically called for them to stop.
Delta 1943, cancel takeoff clearance.
According to the FAA, moments after clearing a Delta 737 bound for the Dominican Republic, an American 777 headed to London taxied across the same runway just as the Delta flight prepared to take off. Those pilots slammed on the brakes, safely stopping their takeoff about 1,000 feet from the other plane. Well, this also comes on the heels of last week's FAA outage that delayed or canceled about 10,000 flights and inconveniencing more than 1 million airline travelers. The FAA says it was caused by human error when somebody conducting a systems check did not follow the appropriate procedures. We want to bring in now CBS News' travel editor Peter Greenberg to help us understand and give us some context for all this. So, Peter, whether it's human error, a technical glitch, the explanations for these incidents are not really reassuring. Tell us what's the bottom line here. Should people feel safe when they get on airplanes, and how much are all these bad headlines, I guess, undermining our confidence?
Well, let me start with the good news. As I'm speaking to you right now, there are 45,000 flights that are going to be in the air today, and nothing happened really yesterday. The incident that happened on Friday was human error. It's clear to us now, and as the investigation continues, that the American Airlines pilots did not get the right radio call confirmed, and they crossed the wrong runway. The Delta Airlines plane was able to stop about 1,000 feet short by aborting their takeoff. The Delta flight actually was canceled because they needed to inspect that plane after it because those brakes were molten hot. The American Airlines plane was allowed to take off for London. But the bigger issue here is not whether or not our system is safe. It is. It's whether or not we can maintain it. And right now, all roads lead to both to the DOT, the U.S. Department of Transportation, and to the agency that reports to the U.S. DOT, the FAA. And it's not just antiquated equipment, it's proper funding, proper staffing, proper training, and most importantly, proper inspection of maintenance and of systems. And right now, that's still an issue.
And you're right that there is always going to be some element of human error or technical problems, and that's why these redundancies are built in to try and protect folks. But to your point, the FAA has been criticized for failing to modernize its technology quickly enough. The agency says, as you allude to, more federal resources. Tell us what's Washington doing about this. Is there more to the story than just funding?
Well, you know, if you really want to get Congress's attention and unite both parties, cancel their flights. And right now, Congress tends to be laser focused on trying to fix this problem because it does cross party lines. It affects everybody. But the real problem here is how fast you can fix it. Because traditionally, the FAA has been talking about next-gen technology for the last 30 years. In fact, ironically, they've been talking about next-gen for 2 generations, and they haven't installed it. Believe it or not, about 8 years ago, air traffic controllers were operating with strips of paper to identify planes. They were using vacuum tubes that were no longer manufactured. In fact, in many cases, we had to procure them from Russia. That's how old the technology was. It's still old, and we don't have enough staffing, not just in terms of air traffic control. We don't have enough staffing in terms of inspectors, maintenance, and of course, the production line at the manufacturers themselves. So Congress really has to step up to the plate in 2 areas. It's not just funding. It's getting the procurement happening quickly, because under federal procurement procedures, even if they got the money today, we wouldn't see these new systems installed for at least 4 or 5 years, simply because the federal agencies take so much time in evaluation, in conversations, and then, of course, in training. We have to move a little faster here.
One of the things that you and I spoke about last week when there was this massive outage, we were just talking offline, the two of us, about the FAA being without a permanent administrator. That's been the case since March. President Biden nominated Philip Washington to the post back in September. No confirmation hearing yet. How much is that contributing to this problem?
Well, historically, this is not the first time the FAA has had an acting administrator. And if you're looking with old structure and old school philosophy within a federal organization, a lot of times when you have an acting administrator, the tendency is to think, well, why do anything now? This person's not going to be here very long. So we need leadership there. We need someone basically who doesn't necessarily come from the airline industry. You don't need an FAA administrator who comes from an airline, but we need somebody who understands the process. Airlines, manufacturers, safety, and of course, the political process as well.
All right, Peter Greenberg, thank you.
You got it.